Okay. Hi Sidharth.
Hi, how are you?
All well, all well. How are you doing?
Great, doing great.
So Sidharth, let me introduce you to this session. We part of Get My University team. We always believed, to share the most credible information, and it is, credible information can only come from the people on the other side. That means from the students who have really spent their time in their respective country and they've experienced the thing themselves, right? Be it academic, be it life, be it learnings, be it a lot of things are there. So we call this session Samvad with the students. And let me introduce you Sidharth. So Sidharth Kalra, I have with me Sidharth Kalra today. Sidharth is a student MD second year medicine from University of Perpetual Help Dalta at the Philippines. Okay. And so Sidharth, today helped me in correcting a pronunciation. So though I generally speak it as Philippines, so Sidharth categorically pointed it is the Philippines. So I'm trying to remember this thing throughout my future conversations. Great. So Sidharth, I mean, to start with, right, from Alwar you have moved to Manila. So where this idea popped in, what was the driving force, and how did you move, right? And how have been your experience throughout?
So it was 2016 when I graduated from school, 12th standard, and my family belongs to a medical background. I mean, we are not doctors, but we have business regarding medicines. My father has a shop, a wholesale shop. It's a business. So we were all very interested in pursuing the same line of medical field. So when I graduated, I decided I have to pursue this field only. So I took one drop year from KOTA, of course. Every Indian guy, like every other Indian guy, I went to KOTA, studied for 1 year. And then I scored 436 in NEET. So of course it's not above the cutoff.
Yeah.
But it was average 436. Yes.
Very nice.
So I got accepted into DY Patil Mumbai. But it was really expensive.
It's a deemed university, yes.
They were charging around 5 lakhs per annum. And that's way beyond our range. So I decided I need another alternative for this. One of my friend was actually in talk with a few agents for China, for Uzbekistan, and he called me like, do you want to do this? And I'm like, okay, let's give it a shot. In the span of 2 months, I was accepted into Perpetual, and then I went. It's simply that, and I am actually glad I did. It was one of the best decisions ever, going to the Philippines.
So when you say it is one of the best decisions, what are the primary reasons that you've experienced and that you could really unexplore, जो आपको लगा कि Philippines is one of the finest choices that you have really made?
See, there were a lot of points considered. When I was planning to go, there were a lot of points. To start with, first, of course, the education criteria. Secondly, of course, the money, because everything revolves around money. You have to take care of each and everything, and lifestyle and everything. So I heard about these colleges. There are actually a lot of good colleges in the Philippines, but Perpetual, the thing about Perpetual is there are a lot of Indian students there. I don't know, around 2,000 students are right now studying in Perpetual, Indian students.
Oh.
So it's really easy to fit in. You just go, you find a lot of Indians, you easily get Indian food, you get a lot of company, so it feels like home. So it's really easy to fit in. So that was one of the major criteria. And I had friends who were studying here already.
Okay.
They are my seniors, they're in work. They'll be transferring to third year this semester. They're my friends. I called them and asked them, is the college good? And they were like, it's good. It's actually good. They told me if you want to study, the thing about medicine is, doesn't matter where you are in the world, India, Philippines, Uzbekistan, you have to study. There's no shortcut.
Very right.
A lot of people think like I'll go to the Philippines and I'll get a medical degree and enjoy my life. It doesn't work that way. You have to study. Doesn't matter where you are. So I called my friend. She told me if you really want to study, then Philippines is a very good choice because they will help you, bro, and you will clear the exams based on what they teach you. So I was like, okay, I'm in. I'm sold.
You're sold. Great. So, when I was there at Perpetual, one thing that I really appreciated about this campus was the vibrancy of the campus, right? This campus is such a well-maintained campus, though I have seen almost all the campuses in India. But this is one of the very well-maintained campus with a lot of lush, greenery. Everything was very meticulously placed. There was sports. I was really mesmerized in seeing you have got Olympic-size, swimming pool and basketball courts. So, have you really explored that side of your college?
It's got everything actually. See. There are basically two divisions. The medical building doesn't belong in the actual campus. It's outside let's say on the main road, and the campus is inside.
Yeah.
But it's still connected, but it's on the outer side. So the medical building is on the main road. There's a hospital there, and just by the hospital there's the medical college. But behind it there's a whole big campus, and it's amazing. You can do any type of sport. You get indoor volleyball courts, basketball courts, swimming pool, badminton, and the volleyball teams and basketball teams. Oh my God, like they're so good. I remember going to the gym and watching them play, and I'm like, okay, I am in some professional area right now. I can't even think of competing.
Yeah.
You go to the volleyball court and you're like, I might play with them. I might fun. And I looked at them and I'm like, okay, no, bad idea. I cannot compete with them.
Yeah, and it is always...
They take sports very seriously there.
I know. And it's always advisable, right, to have a right balance between your education and your extracurricular activities, right? Because that really makes you alive. Exactly. That really gives you a, push up. And also, apart from the academic knowledge, you have to lot of organizational skills and leadership and other, software skills, which really comes when you are into the soft skills building and activity management.
I mean, see, medicine in itself is a hard thing to do.
Yes.
Not everybody can get through med school that easily. You have to study like the whole. It's very, it happens very often. You study the whole night and you give the exam at 8, and then you come back to your house and you study again because there's another test in the afternoon.
Yeah.
And then you sleep in the evening. It's very tough. So. And if you keep doing that over and over again, you'll get exhausted at a point and you'll give up.
Yes.
So it's better to make a balance between your hobbies and extracurriculars and education and having fun. I don't know why people think if you are into medicine, you're not allowed to have fun. You just have to study the whole day. It doesn't go like that. You study and then you have fun. Then you study and then you have fun again. That's how it works.
Very right, very right. What is the difference between AB Psychology and BS Biology? If you can just give me a little clarity on that.
Okay. See, basically, in the Philippines, medicine is a PG program. That's post-graduation.
Yeah.
So, before getting into post-graduation, you have to attain an undergraduation degree. So, either you go for psychology or biology. The difference is, it's called AB Psychology. That's Bachelor in Arts of Psychology. And it's called BS, the Bachelor in Science of Biology. So, it depends where you want to go. The psychology part is amazing. I've been through it. I took psychology for 1.5 years. It was amazing. But if you are really interested in biology, you should take biology, and it will help you in medicine. Because there are a lot of things. In medicine, first year, you will study physiology, anatomy. Then you will have a very fine grip on these subjects beforehand because of BS Biology. I have a few friends of mine over there in BS Biology, and they actually know a lot more than me. So I think if you can pursue BS Biology, it's a better choice, but AB Psychology is really good.
So let's say now you're in medicine. How's your subjects being planned?
Yeah.
Like from first year to second year to third year, because these 3 are academic years. How's the basic transformation? How's the layers being controlled so as to make the complete wholesome study pedagogy? Yeah.
Okay, so in India, the MBBS course, the study portion is 4.5 years. So if you go to the Philippines, that is squeezed into 3 years. It gets a little typical, but it's doable, so it's okay. You don't have to worry.
Mm-hmm.
The first year is quite similar. You get anatomy, physiology, biochemistry, community health, medical practices, and you also take up psychiatry with them.
Mm-hmm.
It's a mandatory subject. Community health, medical practices, and psychiatry, they're in every year. Doesn't matter you're in first year, second year, or third year, you have to take up community health, medical practices, and psychiatry too.
Mm-hmm.
So it's actually great. These 3 subjects are all the time with you. So first year, you mainly study anatomy, physiology, and biochemistry, and we take up neuroanatomy separately.
Okay.
In India, neuroanatomy is considered a part of anatomy.
Okay.
I mean, if you're in India and you have an anatomy lecture, it could be about neuroanatomy, but in the Philippines, they're taken separately.
Mm-hmm.
And it's actually good. And neuroanatomy is really important. So and it's really great that it teaches separately, but we have a different professor for it, different lectures for it, different exams for it. It's really great.
Very nice.
And in second year, then you start in second year, you have almost everything actually. You get internal medicine, you get pharma, you get general pathology, clinical pathology, and it depends on the semester also. In second year, you have all these subjects, but in second semester they add up ophthalmo also. So every semester you rise up, they keep adding subjects on you. It's a level up every time.
So very nice. I mean, but final year is your internship year, right? And
yes,
or you call it clerkship. How's this clerkship, like what are the major departments and how's being structured and what kind of exposure do you get in your clerkship? Because this is as per shared guidelines, this is a 2000 hours of mandatory clerkship, which makes it a 58 weeks of which is a 1 year complete internship. And the good thing is, because this is a structure like your studies and dedicated clerkship, Medical Council has considered Philippines internship as a valid internship when it comes to India. So this is a very good development. Previously it was with Bangladesh and Nepal. Now the students from Philippines, they'll save 1 year and they're not supposed to prepare themselves for the internship in India. So it'll be directly eligible for So definitely the internship is
all
good.
All of us are actually very happy that we can save 1 more year.
Yes.
Because it gets exhausting at a point, because we'll be spending around 5.5 to 6 years in the Philippines itself. And then we come back and internship for 1 more year is just 2 months. And I'm actually really happy they considered it.
Yes. And there is one more aspect to that. It is not about 1 year. It is about competing again with the whole bunch of people from across the domain. That really makes it very, very, I'll say, not tough, but yes, very challenging at times.
And it's not even internship, it's called externship.
Oh.
I mean, I'm not really sure, but I heard it's called externship, and you actually have to pay.
Okay.
If you come back to India from a foreign country, then you have to do internship. It will be called externship. And you see, in internship, you get a stipend.
Yeah.
You get paid. But to do externship, you have to pay them. It works the other way around. So I'm actually very happy I don't have to do it.
Certainly. So, so how's the schedule like? Clinical rotation, your faculty accompany you. How's the structure of internship like? Or externship like?
I mean, on the basis of what I've heard from my seniors, because I'm still in second year, I don't know what it's like. But as far as I know, it's structured very well. See, they still take classes. It's not like you don't have classes in internship. They'll teach you and then take you to the hospital, and they will accompany you. And it's divided in, I think it's for 2 months you stay in the emergency department, and for 2 months you stay in the gynae department, and then ophthalma, and then internal medicine. You get everything. I mean, it's pretty similar to Indian clerkship, so it's great.
Good, great. Siddharth,
the hospital which are...
Please. Please. Continue.
Our hospital, the Perpetual Medical Hospital, the thing, it's really big and it's a little bit expensive. I won't sugarcoat it. It's a little expensive, the hospital, but it's actually a really good hospital. So you get a lot of exposure there. A lot of the doctors who are working in the hospital, they teach you. So it's very well connected. they teach you and then they have to attend the operation. So you just stand by them and watch the operation. So it's good.
Very nice. I mean, that's a great exposure altogether. So that brings me to the very, very important part of my conversation, which generally I cover with almost all the students, is all about NMAT, because there is a lot of confusion or a lot of apprehensions about NMAT. So I'd like to know from you, how has been your experience and what is your take about NMAT?
See, I took NMAT one time and I scored 77.
Oh,
77, that's percentile.
Yeah.
And you have to score above 40 to get into this colleges.
Yes.
I mean, to get into medicine actually.
Yeah.
You can give NMAT while you're in your AB psychology.
Yeah.
And then before going into MD, you have to clear NMAT. And it's not a tough exam. People are very confused about it.
Okay.
You will think, oh my God, you have to give NMAT before getting into MD. What if you don't clear it?
Yeah.
And it's actually very easy. See, the structure of that exam is you'll get a portion in English, physics, chemistry, biology, and social studies. I mean, I'm not very good with social studies, but I love science, and English is I can speak English, so it's fine by me.
Yeah.
The thing why people don't clear NMAT, in my opinion, is it's a long exam. It's easy, but it's long. You get frustrated after a point.
Yeah.
They're easy questions, but there are a lot of questions, and they have this portion of mental ability, like mirror images and sequences and cube figures. The mental problems, you have to solve all of them, and solving them requires a lot of mental ability, and you get tired after a point, but you still have to keep going because you have to do the other questions also. So people can't really keep up with the thing. It's easy, but it's long. So just if you are watching this video and you want to pursue medicine in Philippines, don't be worried about NMAT, because it will be easy. You just have to brush up a little about little facts about chemistry, physics. And I remember I was writing the NMAT. In my physics section, there was this question. There were 3 resistors in parallel. What is the total resistor? And I'm like, oh, it's quite easy. Then in chemistry, there's a simple chemical equation, balance the equation. Okay, that's pretty easy too. In biology, they have simple questions about human body. What hormone does what's the organ doing what. It's really simple actually, but you have to keep your speed up because it's a long exam and the sections are divided. You keep doing biology, I guess, for 40 or 45 minutes, then you have to switch to physics for 40 minutes, then you have to switch to chemistry for 40 minutes. It takes up your time and you get tired. So that's the only thing you need to worry about, and everything else is fine.
So would like to know also, apart from the studies, right, as a country, how fulfilling is a country, the Philippines, and what kind of leisure...
I'll tell you in fact.
Yeah.
I'll tell you in fact about the Philippines. Their tagline about their country is #more fun in the Philippines.
Okay.
That's their motto of the nation.
Okay.
It's more fun in the Philippines. Imagine everybody in the country is saying the same thing. It's more fun in the Philippines.
Yes.
That's their whole motto.
Yeah.
And trust me, Filipinos are one of the most friendliest people you'll ever meet. I've been there for more than 2.5 years, like nearly 3 years now. And I've met a lot of Filipino friends and they're so friendly. You can talk to them about anything. They'll open up to you and they will take you to parties and stuff. They're friendly, and #it's more fun in the Philippines. So they have a lot of places you can visit and have fun. And people sometimes confuse. As I said, it's more fun in the Philippines. People have this picture like people are always drinking, smoking, and they're up to no good.
Yeah.
But Filipinos are actually very cultural. They are family people. Like in India, we respect our elders. We stay with our elders. It's same in the Philippines. People are really confused. But don't be confused. Filipinos are a family people. They live with their elders. They respect their elders. And trust me, imagine if you're at a shop and if an elder person is there, the shopkeeper will just remove everyone and just first serve the elder one. And they have this card where they can prove their age and they get discounts. Simple. In everything, if you're at a shop, you're in a bus, you're at a mall, you pay for anything, and the elderly, they give their card and they get the discounts. So it's a very family thing. So it'll be fun, but still a family thing. It's great.
Beautiful, man. Beautiful. Seriously. it is all about exploring yourself, right? So I'm sure people will get a chance to explore this beauty. So Siddharth, with the paucity of time, my last question to you: what is your message? A very serious, but yes, very clear message to the students or the aspirants.
Okay, for starters, first of all, the basic thing. A lot of people think Philippines is a shortcut to getting an MBBS degree.
Yeah.
It is not.
Yes.
If you're watching this video and you think you'll just go to the Philippines, get a degree, come back and enjoy it, drop that plan, throw it in the dustbin, it's not going to work.
Yes.
You have to study. And the Philippines, the MD is post-graduation. They don't even treat you as undergraduates. It's post-graduation. You're adults according to their curriculum. So you have to be an adult here. You have to get your life together, get everything together, and study very hard. It's going to be really hard, trust me. Yes. So basically, it's no shortcut. You can't just come to the Philippines and think it's a shortcut and you will get a medicine degree and enjoy the whole time. It's not going to work like that. You'll have to study very hard, and it's a competition. Trust me. When people say life is a competition, you'll actually feel it when you come here. It's a competition. There will be so many students in your class, and only a bunch of them will graduate at once. So you might fail, you might get a back 6 months, you might go back 1 year. You have to study very hard, and trust me, as you are in first year, you go into second year, the third year, the competition is getting tighter every time. In first year, there are 300 students, then 60 of them fail, and you get your second year, 60 more fail. And then you are left with a bunch of people who study really hard. And if you want to ace among them, you'll have to study actually really hard. And that's why I love my college. You'll have to study very hard to pass in this college. So you're already prepared for exams like CIA, FMG, or whatever you're planning to. You're already studying so hard to pass in your college, so you're already prepared for what's coming next. So, and frankly, this is just one portion of studying. Studying is one portion, and I think fun is also really important.
Yeah.
You can't just be like, I'll study the whole day. I mean, as I said earlier, you will have to study, but for that, you will need to have fun. If you study whole day, you'll be exhausted in 1 year, and homesickness is a real thing. It's real. If you stay in another country for 1 year without going to your home, you will get homesick. At a point, you miss the food, you miss the culture, you miss everything. Trust me, you'll get calls from your friend, oh my god, my friend is getting married, and you'll be like, I can't come right now, I don't have my visa, it's getting renewed or whatever. Your sisters will call you, it's Rakhi, are you coming back? You'll be like, no, I can't. So you will get homesick. So to overcome all of this, you need to have fun.
Yes.
And I'm not saying you need to, a lot of people think like fun needs money. It doesn't. You can have fun in little things also. You don't have to pay a lot of, thousands of dollars to book a resort and book a boat for you and then go have chill for a weekend. It doesn't have to be that way. You can just go watch a movie. It will be fun. And if you don't want to pay for the movie, just download it off the internet for free. Just order a coffee, or make a coffee, drink a coffee, watch the movie. You can have fun. Basically, the whole point is you need to relax.
Yes.
So study very hard and then relax and have fun, and then study. It's a spiral. It keeps going on. It will be on for the next 5 years or so. So if you're planning to come to the Philippines, be ready for it.
So I must say, Sidharth, you have a very natural talent of like putting words and putting things in a very beautiful manner. And this is a genuine feedback from my side. I'll say a very seamless thought process, and you can really comprehend things and you can reproduce things in a very, very nice manner, which ideally, apart from studies, when I say soft skills, this is one thing that really, distinguishes and creates a visible mark for you when you are in your respective fields, practicing, working, the way you represent yourself apart from your academic knowledge, right? So this is one thing that the students, whosoever will be watching this, please try to inculcate these skills, which Sidharth obviously has nurtured over a period of time. But yes, thank you very much for this beautiful exchange of thoughts, for this I'll say fearless and zero sugar coated discussion, right? Because things has to come straight. It should come like a bullet. And when you talk about truth, there is no two sides of a truth. It is always one side of a truth, right? So
exactly, and it will hurt you in the end. If you don't know the whole truth and you go to some other country to study, you will get hurt. You need to know what's going on.
Yes, Sidharth. Yes. So thank you, my dear. Thanks you. And certainly my best wishes. Remain healthy, do whatever precautions you want to take.
Stay.
Yes.
Ghar pe raho, stay home.
Stay safe.
Stay safe. COVID-19. Thank you for having me. It was really fun.
My pleasure. Thank you.
Say hello to GMU, the one-stop shop for all your admission needs. We introduce you to the finest universities and help find the best fit based on your profile. We help with applications and assist with documentation, visas and even accommodation. With over a decade's worth of experience, 40 university partners in 10 countries worldwide and more than 5,000 satisfied students, GMU does it all. Fix a meeting with us today